Oh man, Tanner, I mean, do you have to agree with that? Actually, I think we're ready to get into Aiden Select, so we can talk about that a little bit later. But what are we thinking composition-wise? And Tanner, I'll put you in the hot seat for this one.
Oh, man, again, for Evil Geniuses, it could honestly be really anything. I think what we're seeing is the most fitting. Boostio going to stay on that chamber. Obviously, Calm is flexing the Sova and basically anything else that the team needs for the most part. And, okay, yeah, I don't know where I saw this. What I saw could quite possibly have been wrong. I had just seen that Wardell was playing Sage, and maybe I thought it was Fracture and it was actually Split, but they do switch it up. So they like those results of Wardell there.
I think I did a little bit of lying. I had my wires crossed instead of you. But yeah, Wardell does slot into this role. I think the points you were making earlier were really strong about this kind of forcing a bit of a shift in his playstyle. But Wardell's not a stranger to the Sage. He played it back on TSM. It's a comfort role for him. He can still op. He can still get sneaky with those walls. I think the player I'm really looking at, though, is Effie's. He was so good with that breach in towards the first map of Bind. I think that's only going to get better, especially look towards their early rounds, the way he's combining with Celsius to take map control.
All right, well, Tanner and Mimi, we are ready for map 2 Fracture, so let's see. Take it away.
I am so excited to be able to get straight on into this one on Fracture. Version 1 at defensive side, but EG's doing the same. Stun ready. Calm will pop that off of contact. However, this wall, interesting. They get that down forward early. It's able to reinforce because the stun was timed with it. So now, hey, free ult orb for Jaw. Oh, they're going to wall over it. Oh, this could be massive.
And the paint shells at their feet could be massive. Wardell to find the first. They stay atop the wall, so Jawgamo not awarded the kill via paint shells, but instead Ghost. He tosses out another nade, and his team is just behind him across the map, though. Boostio still hanging out to make sure, and there's the wall. You can't get back. You have to go through the doors, and Jaw won't allow it. The last one is Celsius. And well, he's the last for a second, and hey, Boostio.
2 was big. Early paint shells, get 2 kills, renews that same ability. Throw another one on in, buy time, zone. Those were all his priorities, and he did incredibly well at it.
Now, not much space gained anyway, shape or form. So, not too many credits to work with coming into this. For Evil Geniuses, every agent on the side of version 1 is a walking alt orb, and Jawgamo, he probably wants to round up a couple of those. Boostio gonna go out. The Marshall won't find anything there. Teleports to safety. Unscathed, still healthy on the chambers. He recalls. Wall goes up, and it seems like version 1 might be awarded the plant here.
Yeah, they're gonna at very least get that. The question is, how much can they hold in towards this post? Obviously, the weapons are a little bit rough, but they have good utility. It's 2 slows for Wardell, and I was about to talk about Effie's utility, but he's been taken. Now the wall 2 zone, and this retake upon us.
And, I mean, what can you expect from, well, the chamber, which you put a lot on into this? Fortunately, Wardell, not the chamber this time. The Sage instead will have a weapon in hand. Form pushes up. The spike gets diffused, and, well, Wardell is on the wrong side.
V1, though. Do want to reassess towards A. They're trying a similar setup again, but EG2, same emphasis. Put that wall on down, but it's instantly broken, and not too much gain. Jaw could be in a rough spot here.
Oh, Jaw in a really rough spot. Popped the ult. I don't know if that was enough to actually cost him the ultimate moving on into the next round, but for now, the Rays get a little too aggressive. Was about to get heaps of value, and unfortunately, the timing escapes him, and he ends up getting none.
I think the timing was a little dissonant on the utility usage. I think that the intention there was to flash Showstopper, go off of that, but you saw the flash went a second after he died. Unfortunate there. Miscoordination from EG, and now they're suffering as a result. The final player here, Zone, stuck on the site, taken down by Xander. Good pinch by version 1, and now the site within their control. Wardell even atop this off angle, holding over towards the rope. This is going to be really tough to break for EG.
No reason not to. Just the bonus round, Headhunter or Boostio. Apoth just around the corner with the Spectre. We'll see if he's expecting Wardell to be up on the angle. Celsius, gonna bump him right into the crosshair of Wardell. It works out. The alley-oop, and Celsius. I think so. Am I back with us?
Yeah, I don't know if you were just gone for me or gone for the folks at home. But all that regardless, this round started things off with a little bit of a disconnect in the utility usage there. Jaw obviously falling as a result. But then for Boostio, it'll post out towards a main. He has a breach to support. Duel. He spots out Boostio. Boostio stunned up. Won't look to repeat until stun does subside. And now with him locked rather deep, this is a good bit of information for EG.
Trademark down. So the paranoia sets in. We saw previously in that round for version 1, all 5 through A main, and Reformed was actually caught out expecting there to be a crunch on the A site. And there just wasn't this time. Now there is that paranoia setting in that somebody could be coming from that way, but those players have since moved their way back towards the B side, and they'll link up with the rest of the squad just underneath the sewers. And the wall has just subsided. So this right here, arcade push, it's quite possible. Heal comes out. Reformed backs away. Paint shells right at the feet of Jogmo. A really tough spot, but this was the low HP Reformed, and he still finds his first. Jogmo's got the spike at his feet.
So big. Showstopper, though, down below. It gets awkward, but Zelsis wins it out in the Raze versus Raze duel. That was the fight that EG could have won, could have turned this tide back towards them, but now they're locked out of this one completely. Stage wall, Sky Smoke, Molly on down. Boostio, though, it's an angle if he can get a shot here onto Xander. If Xander gets greedy on the peak, that could maybe change the outcome.
Such a tough spot to be in, but nothing to clear him out as Calm pushes through. Xander does get aggressive, but now it's all up to Boostio. Headhunter out. 7 rounds to work with as a Wardell going to assume his position inside the tower, and just around the corner is Zelsis. I'm going to take a couple of quick shots. Unfortunately for Boostio, he's out of time, and, well, now he's...
Actually don't see anyone who'd like to pick up that operator that had fallen towards the ground. V1 is a team that likes to go fast on this map, so likely just preferring to stick to the rifles. Good whatsoever. A shorty over towards the nest, but dropped on down is Boostio. Let's see if he can do a little sugar serum infection.
Added teleport nice and early. Oh, and going over the wall was Apoth. He had the timing, unfortunately, just didn't quite get the damage. Zelsis low, and we'll see if Boostio, he's giving up tower. Back out towards Arcade. He picks up one. Wardell falls, and he picks up another. The Headhunter living up to its name as he wants more, and he might get more. He's got the tour de force online. Effie's the next up, and the next taken away by Boostio. Orbital strike. Try and clear out this defense, but it's not going to find too much in the numbers in favor of EG. But the weapons for version 1, as Xander has to hold on all by his lonesome. He's healthy. He's got a rifle. He's got the 1v1. Reform's going to hop into the spike for just a second now. Going aggressive and up close and personal. Reform to clutch it out.
That is absurd that Reform manages to win that. It looked like it was all lined up. A silver platter for Xander, but the shot too good out of the Sheriff. Now the thrifty round for Evil Geniuses, but leaping back and forth across Arcade, and V1 was committed so deep in towards the site, was so distracted by the plays of Apoth that no one could really pinch, especially since the north side of the map was taken in towards that late round. No one could double back, and they all just walked straight in towards the headshot of Boostio. That is an incredibly tough round to lose for version 1, but EG, they're feeling good off of that.
We're escaping Evil Geniuses on bind, and now they're starting to go their ways. We get that same wall inside main. Paint shells this time out over the top, and it's going to force the rendezvous. So no teleport available to Penny for quite some time. Although the play is always just to take that wall down, put some pressure out towards main. And with that, Evil Geniuses are not afraid to really explore the rest of this map. They've been fighting for Dish while the players on the B side are fighting for their lives. Boostio, he doesn't actually get tagged up by the Rolling Thunder. He's able to hit that shot onto Wardell. He wants some more, and he'll get some more. Boostio is online, Mimi.
They're giving no love to the north side of the map for EG, or excuse me, for version 1. We haven't really seen a round where they've cleared the space, and again, they get punished. EG claims that space. They walk up from Dish. They get another kill off of that, and now someone has to make a play. It's looking to be Penny, though. Walks forward, grabs one. Can he be cleared out of this position? Doesn't have to be. Teleported back, but behind a Sky Smoke. Effie's is alone. Gets the first, and less usual to work with, though. Reform, though, takes down Penny, so it's just Effie's left, and Calm was always holding on the other side.
It's the exploration of the map.
Planned out in your head, you can use those to good effect.
Get more out of your util segment from Hey Evil Cat, Mimi Wormkrantz. Making it happen.
Rich control. They did it. They got it. They placed down a trademark on one side. They create space. They were actually doing this in the early round. It was just like the 3 rounds that they actually conceded that space. That's where EG found the punish. Now EG realizes this space has been lost. Do they want to push somewhere else? Not yet. Instead, they're just posted up, waiting over towards A, leaving just a soul chamber in Boostio to lock down the fort at B.
And when we saw this play earlier, like you said, pushing out towards Dish and backing up, they all linked up on the top side of the map, conceding the bottom side of the map. So Ooh, two-pronged approach might be the name of the game. As Penny takes a shot, teleports to safety. Still nothing inside main. It's 4 members. Stacked up dish. They want to make the hit. Ooh, out goes the slow. It's not going to slow anybody just yet. Orbital strike. Things about to get dicey here on the A side. Meanwhile, in A main, nobody wanting to give this one up just yet. Giacomo still fighting for this to walk down. Nothing's happening. Finally going to jump on, but the defense is here. The spike. Still a top drop. Penny got absolutely nothing. He's finally started to walk up towards the alt orb here in A main. And there's 10 seconds. Look at Boostio. He's ready for this one.
Yeah, that he is. If he just gets this kill, the round is all but over. There it is. Round's done. Version 1 do not leave themselves a second option. They do not leave themselves time, and they lose out as a result. Penny even just getting that wallbang, not managing to finish off the kill.
Thus far, and sure, we've seen some heroism. Boostio having a good couple of rounds, and he's always scary, always terrifying with that operator in hand. They've yet to take that one away from him. As they go back to it, 4 players strong on one side. A lot of weight on the shoulders. Celsius on the top side of the map, but with the lesser buy, they're going to look to go quick. Slow down for just a second, then here's that operator. Boostio,
Okay.
2 kills, man. This guy.
He's nuts. And he's looking to get more done. Apoth is still holding up towards the nest, but Xander does deny. That's something to work back in, and now the orbital strike is earned.
Strike up. Boostio up close and personal. Boostio! Any weapon. Give him any weapon, and he'll find a way to get some kills with it. But Xander, a weapon in hand, and a spike to protect. Incendiary available. Boombot gonna reveal the position. Orbital strike goes out, and the Incendiary to fall low. Now they need to try and run him down. The Incendiary actually doesn't land. He puts it on the wrong plant spot. Boostio gonna scoop up the ace. And EG, they just keep it moving on forward.
Value, it is absurd from Boostio. The amount of value he has found, complete control again over this north side of the map. You lock things on down, you can rotate up towards heaven. So much space to play with for Boostio, and what was a good attempt from Xander, I think just holding that angle.
Seeming a bit discombobulated. Comms not as clear as they needed. That Incendiary, it lasts for a long time, and it absolutely cooks. Let's move into the next. Oof. I mean, Evil Genius is quick to take this space back once more, and they capitalize. First kill on Xander. Now he's got to IGL the squad from the bench.
Has the spike down too. So much utility and so much time is going to have to be committed to reclear the space, but Resurrection available. Wardell rights that wrong. We go back to a 5v5, but time has been ticking here. A minute left. They want to push towards this B site, but again, look, the rotation's on over. Reformed is in position here. So too is Apoth, and Breach in comm, while he's still over towards the A site, can support a range with the utility. With all the talk of B, that's not even the destination. Version 1 instead electing to double back, but look at the trademark over towards Dish. They never broke that. That'll be early warning side. That'll call for rotations. Comm will be back here before the hit even comes through.
And you don't really have the time to make another decision, right? 30 seconds on the clock, the trademark to reveal. Once this gives them up, they have to just go, and that's the call. Rolling Thunder to open things up out towards Sand. Nobody directly onto the side. As Zelsa's going to get stunned up, but he assumes position. Spike now making its way here. Wardell going to go aggressive onto the wall to make sure they can't come from the spawn. And there's still a wall for main, so they're kind of corralled to come to this ropes area, but it's starting to work for now. Effie's the first to go. Penny trying to battle back in version 1, finally waking up a Reform. Might have something else to say about it, and I spoke too soon as Zelsis takes him down. It's Boostio who needs the 3K. There's one. Looking for the next. Through the slow orb he will go. Blast pack. Gonna open up the door. Zelsis is gonna come through with the ult, and that will be enough, but had to invest the showstopper